What are the most useless villagers in Minecraft? Though every villager has its perks, there's always that one villager we never need, but what is it? For starters, the farmer, librarian, fletcher, cleric, and cartographer are out of this list because they're simply put the best villagers. Now let's learn about the worst villagers and why. The traveler is easily one of the most useless villagers out there. The best trade I have gotten is an emerald for gunpowder and 4 emeralds for 1 slime, but even that isn't worth it. Fishermen are also on my list because the only thing they had going for them was their string trade, which wasn't even that good compared to the Fletchers. Before the recent update, there was a string duping glitch, which quickly got patched, making this villager practically useless. Butchers also have a rough spot in my heart because they give you emeralds for an absurd amount of food and then later charge you the same emeralds for cooked food, which could have just been smelted. And if you need food, just go to the farmer. They give you golden carrots, which is the best food item in the game aside from steak or golden apples. Next, I wouldn't necessarily put weaponsmiths in the trash bin, but they give you terribly enchanted iron weapons, and if you trade high enough, diamond weapons. Now, I understand that using a grindstone would give you a brand new unenchanted tool, but at the same time, it's not worth trading all the way up to diamond weapons when you can just mine the diamonds in the same amount of time. Similarly, the mason has the same reason. There's blocks and horrible emerald trades that are just not worth wasting your time over. The leather worker probably has to be one of the worst villagers because, well, it's just horrible. There's literally no reason to get this villager unless you need to trade leather, and honestly, there's better things to spend your leather on, like books, bundles, or item frames. Like the weaponsmith, the toolsmith works in the same way, but worse. Starting with stone tools, then diamond. The amount of time and resources wasted to reach an enchanted diamond tool is just not worth the effort. You're better off buying bookshelves, bottles of enchanting, and earning the diamonds yourself than to buy enchanted tools that may not even be worth it. The armorer works in the same way as the toolsmith and weaponsmith, but I respect this villager a little bit more. Again, starting with iron armor, you can work your way to enchanted diamond armor. This one makes a little more sense because people like to have multiple sets of armor for different occasions. For example, blast protection on one set and fire protection on the other. The shepherd is by far the worst, most random and worthless villager in my opinion. I'm sure that some of you watching have never even heard of this villager, let alone trade with it. You trade wool for emeralds and then can receive colored wool back. There really isn't a point to this because you can trade 18 white wool for 1 emerald and then purchase blue wool with the same emerald, which actually sets you back both wool and emeralds. Before I reveal the final villager, be sure to like and subscribe. You guys motivate me to continue making content, so when I see my sub count go up, I strive to make higher quality videos and give you content you deserve. Finally, the worst villager I've ever seen is the green, unemployed villager. Not talking about this guy, but this guy. Not only does he not have a job, but he can't have a job. I don't know what Mojang was thinking when they added this villager, but it's kind of frustrating. You breed villagers just to come out with a green one, and if you try to kill it, you'll have to deal with the iron golem. I think that's proof enough why this villager is the worst. Also, shout out to this chart, it really helped with the video.